I'm very excited about it because I've been storing these things up over the years.
He was just this guy who had ideas. He had the courage to pursue those ideas.
He was always thinking way ahead. Outside of Walt's brain, nobody really knew where he was going, but we know he was always going someplace.
I think he was always thinking about how can we make Disneyland better, and he wanted to do some major projects. People started coming to him to do something at the World's Fair. He saw the World's Fair as a way to test the market, to see if his attractions would be accepted in New York.
He also was able to prove to the world that he had the greatest creative team in Imagineering and that they could handle big projects. They could do this sort of thing because he knew he was going to be asking people to come and help him build a city.
Well, he was very busy on the New York World's Fair. And at that time, we started transitioning into where does he go east, and it turned out to be Central Florida.
I was at a birthday party at Walt's house, and he said, I know that you were very skeptical about the opening of Disneyland. He said, I'm thinking now of doing another one in Florida. This one is going to have a centerpiece called Epcot. He says, it's going to be like a real United Nations of the world.
All that area out there was subdivided into 5-acre tracts, and Disney wanted a lot of those 5-acre tracts.
You know, we didn't know about an Epcot. We were getting rumblings in the dark of a mysterious Project X.
The amount of financial resources required to build even what Epcot ultimately became was a tremendous drain on the company itself because they don't have the hit movies to help fund the theme parks. The theme parks are funding the rest of the company, and now they have this billion-dollar project called Epcot.
We went into a 20-year eclipse at the studio.
He liked the toys, he liked the gadgets. What he liked is he liked the idea that he wanted to communicate to you.
So he built Disneyland as an example, a way of living. So he was teaching us urban planning, though he didn't intend to do it.
He felt that cross-pollination is what Epcot should be. But I don't think anyone would have been able to pull those big companies together to do that without Walt.
He was always thinking way ahead and not necessarily sharing the ideas where he was going.
The genius of Walt Disney was the fact that he would set up an atmosphere of excitement. No matter what the story was, it was the greatest story that ever happened, and nothing else is more important than that story.
He really believed that it'd take people to make the dream a reality. It was his vision. We would have never done anything if Walt hadn't had the vision.